Holy shit! This is worth $200.
Sean, don't throw it around.
I'm gonna stop juggling them.
Yeah, handle it with care. You're holding on with
Bring it around.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Disney Pod. Today we're talking about popcorn buckets. Should you keep them? Should you collect them? What's the craze? We're going to try to get into it and see if we can understand why in the world do people go crazy getting these popcorn buckets and lining up for hours. That's the part I don't get. Hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and let's talk about it. In the comment section, folks, do you have a popcorn bucket collection? Yay or nay? If so, which one's your favorite bucket? Drop it down in the comments.
What do you do with it?
Yeah, what do you do with your popcorn bucket?
I have one right there.
That Death Star right there?
Death Star. That's the only one I have. I would have more if I visited the parks more since they came out with popcorn buckets. I do not know what to do with them.
They're just so big, right? Like
too big. Yeah.
They're one, they're big. Two, you got most people are traveling out of state. And you got to carry that thing in a suitcase somewhere.
Carry a family of 4 of these things unless you drove to the park.
But what do you do with it after the fact? Other than, like, it doesn't even look good sitting on your desk because it's a bucket.
Yeah, it's a Death Star. It should be hanging. However, the hooks are like on the sides. If the hook was on the top, I'd have it hanging from my ceiling.
You could put fishing wire on it.
Yeah.
When I was young, we would go to Universal Studios a lot, and in 2005, I remember us buying not a popcorn bucket. Well, it wasn't a popcorn bucket, but they had unlimited refills on the drink. So I had a SpongeBob cup, and it was like the full SpongeBob that we would take with us to get the drinks, to get refills.
Oh my gosh!
But that made sense, one, because we would take it every time we went to get our refills. But the popcorn bucket, my understanding is you can take your popcorn buckets and pay for just the refill. There's at least that.
They do let you refill the whole year?
Whenever you go, I don't know if it's the whole year, but I do believe you can refill it.
I'm not sure on the policy, but when you get this, you get a bag of popcorn in here. It's not actually filled with popcorn. It's a bag of flavored popcorn, and yeah, it makes noises too. I don't know. But yeah, they gave me the Death Star, and they handed me a bag of flavored popcorn. I had 2 choices. I think I had nacho or chocolate vanilla or something like that.
So. I wonder if people are using, like, you know how our parents, they collect every container and they put them in the refrigerator with just random things that they have left over.
Okay, I would get that, but then there's a premium you're paying for the bucket too.
What do they do?
That's just not leftover butter. Yeah.
Like do they? They're so big though. Like
I paid I'm sure I paid a lot for this. I don't remember what I paid for it because
according to Gemini, Disney refillable popcorn buckets cost between $13 and $15. And for something like that one, a specialty novelty that makes that sound,
that's 25.
So
was that worth $25 for you, Sean?
It was. I've had fun playing with it. But
as he knocks himself out with his own popcorn bucket.
Pretty much just sits on my shelf and doesn't do anything. It's not big enough to actually eat popcorn out of.
So this is from May 25th. You can use
that one as a cookie jar.
That's a better bucket. Is that the one that the cookies come in?
Well, no. This is one from 2025. So refillable buckets are for grabs and all Disney form. Okay. I just want to know, can simply visit any participating and collect your... Okay.
Can you reuse them?
They're called refillable popcorn buckets. They have to be refillable. Like, they don't have to be refillable by Disney. You know, you can fill them yourself. I don't know if I brought this Death Star into Disneyland, if they would, throw me another bag of popcorn.
I mean, the idea that you're supposed to fill in that. Okay, so it looks like 250 refills for the length of your stay. So maybe throughout the day you get to refill it.
At $2.
Like the markup, but the markup in the business on this, right? Like popcorn costing what, 20 cents?
Yeah.
Maybe 50 cents?
No, less than that.
Popcorn is cheap.
Yeah.
It's cheap, but you also have the cost of popping it and someone standing there handing it out. So
but not $25 worth.
No.
These guys are selling a bucket a minute.
So there's two other buckets I wished I had, and if they ever went on sale again, or if I saw them at a secondhand store, I would probably pick them up. And that's the Mr. Toad's bucket and the Sam the Eagle from the Muppets bucket.
I will tell you, I've never bought popcorn at Disney.
No, I don't see. It's not. There's so many other things to buy than popcorn.
Here's a not so scary Halloween popcorn bucket.
Yeah, I like the ones that are actually buckets. The novelty ones, like the Death Star, they're awkward to carry. They don't really fit that much popcorn.
I remember when we were at Disneyland, I don't think it was the popcorn bucket, but they were doing the Goofy movie. They had the Goofy version where from the 80s where he's all decked out in the 80s theme. Yeah. Mark Cruz was walking around with like 3 of those.
Oh, really?
Like they're so bulky.
What are you doing?
They're so bulky. What do you need to get one for every kid?
Yeah, he was taking it to his kids.
I just
I remember seeing the C-3PO heads. I wasn't that interested in that one.
These are all buckets. I really do not get the crate. I would like the thing if it wasn't a bucket.
How many of those do you think will end up in?
If it was just a figure,
yeah,
but roughly the same size.
I would like a replica of the item, honestly, like a scale for scale like this. We have one of these, but in a cup size to drink water that we never use. The claw.
Yeah, like how many of those do you think end up in landfills?
What do people do with them? Because I can't imagine people have that much.
They end up in yard sales or at thrift stores
or trash cans.
Yeah. They sit on someone's shelf until they go away to college and they get put in the attic.
Over 30 years of popcorn buckets.
They've been doing these for 30 years. Now, I imagine that the initial ones were just buckets with character pictures on them.
Yeah.
When did they actually turn into elaborate buckets? It's like I looked at the Mr. Toad one. And I almost bought it, and I kind of wished I had. But there was no room for popcorn. I'm like, how is this a popcorn bucket?
1992, Where Dreams Come True, Mickey Mouse souvenir popcorn bucket.
Okay. That's when they came out?
But that's a bucket.
That's a bucket.
Real bucket. Yeah. I don't consider this a bucket. I consider this a novelty toy that has a little compartment that I can barely fit my hand in.
I don't remember these buckets growing up.
I don't remember these either. But...
Okay, here's where we start getting a little bit elaborate. We got the magic hat on top.
Get the ears, yeah.
That's 2000.
Go back.
So we're still going forward because these are all still buckets. There we go. 2007, 40th anniversary.
I would count that as the
2010. Yeah. The things are below.
16 years ago.
So you got to imagine that somebody at Disney's like, I wonder what the idea or what the thought process at Disney was.
How elaborate can we make these buckets and how much will people pay for them?
Yep.
No, but just the genius idea of like toy, bucket, popcorn bucket.
Well, yeah. They had the Happy Meal through McDonald's, or we had the Happy Meals through McDonald's many years prior to that.
But you're still taking those home. They're local, and look at your shelf. It's full of trinkets and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely a collector of everything.
But this is just humongous. Like you would fill up your entire
Now basement. This one here. What's this one? This is
Dumbo from 2013.
Yeah, 2013. I would say this is the first really elaborate one. I would say 2010 starts getting elaborate, and then 2013 they really start, going crazy.
I like this one, but I like the little green alien.
Mm-hmm. Now we're back to a bucket. That doesn't really count. Bucket.
That one's
okay.
That one looks usable.
That's a balloon.
The sad part is somebody sat I wonder who owns the most amount of buckets. We're probably alienating half our audience too, by the way.
well, there's a cool one. Yeah, well, I'm more thinking of who designs the buckets. Is it a team of people? Is it one person at Disney that comes up with, this is the buckets that we're going to have this year? Because they seem to have more than one a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 3 or 4 of them, and I can't keep up with what the hot bucket is. It's like, what's the current bucket right now in the park?
That's the earliest stuff we were looking at. So these
are the newer ones.
well, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, each park has a different bucket. Like I couldn't get Sam the Eagle in Disneyland. It was only in Disney World, and I believe only at Epcot.
2026 popcorn buckets. Here we go. We got Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket. Now, where are you going to put the popcorn?
In the hat.
I don't know.
It's not much room for popcorn.
This is the 70th anniversary one.
Mm-hmm.
We got a Mickey Mouse.
Okay, I think I remember seeing Mickey Mouse and So is the Yeti only available in Animal Kingdom?
No, Yeti's from Matterhorn.
Is it?
Yeah, he yells at you as you're passing by. He goes, "Rawr."
There's Expedition Everest is the roller coaster in Animal Kingdom with a Yeti.
Yeah, no, Matterhorn has a Yeti.
Well,
And the Tauntaun. Didn't they have the Tauntaun last year? You go up.
Dude, I'm not even gonna get started with the sippers.
With the what?
With the sippers where you're drinking with like Thanos' hand. This was cool. I wouldn't mind having
Yeah,
this.
but that's not a bucket.
These are sippers. Yeah, let's not.
How
do
do you
the
clean that?
I think you don't. I think it's just a core. You need a shelf somewhere.
Because if you're drinking juice on it, you gotta clean it, right?
We're back. We're right.
Some of these are impossible to clean if you drink out of them.
They're like one and done because they give them to you with liquid in the park.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I just don't get the craze, man. Like even going to the theater, like popcorn's already expensive. Not gonna buy more popcorn.
Yeah, I used to never buy popcorn in the theater, and then when I kind of stopped going to the movies that often, I now splurge and I get the large popcorn.
But are you getting the buckets in the theaters?
Not. I have never bought the themed bucket as far as I remember. But often the bucket, there's still the cardboard, but they've got they're advertising the movie on the.
So you're walking around Disney and you see this Death Star and you're like, ooh, I gotta have it.
Oh, I knew it was there before I went, and I specifically made sure I walked out with the Death Star. It was only like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago.
This is why they do it, because they know people like Sean are gonna fly around Disney.
Oh God, how do you fill that one up?
I'm telling you, it's more for the decoration you're gonna put on your wall.
Yeah, and I'm out of room to. In fact, me and my wife were down here in my office this weekend, trying to figure out other configurations for the room so I can fit more stuff. She wants me to get all the stuff I have in our regular living space into my office, because she's like, I've overflowed my office, and now my living room is starting to look like my office.
Lena has volunteered to go to your garage and help with the garage part.
My garage needs a lot of help. I was out in my garage trying to straighten things up a little bit this weekend as well.
Where do you even start with that?
There's a lot.
You turn a corner, you move everything out of the way, and you start organizing.
You'd probably be in your garage for like a month, just having so much fun with all that stuff.
Oh, you know what I would like to collect? Like if you guys had to collect something, or had the ability to buy anything you needed wanted at Disney and collectible, what would it be?
I don't know, but it just dawned on me. I'm gonna go back and answer your question, but it just dawned on me as I went full screen. I got my Lego collection here.
I know.
Uh-huh.
At least with the popcorn bucket, you can put popcorn in it.
Yeah, you can't do anything with the Legos, huh?
No.
I just convinced myself that I should just get into the popcorn collection.
No. These things, if you touch them and they fall into pieces, and you have to put them back together, it sucks.
Yeah,
unless
you're
you're like
the popcorn bucket.
No, we're not doing popcorn buckets.
if you're Will Ferrell, you can glue the Legos together.
With the Craggle?
I told him we need to get some Craggle and start gluing those things.
So anyway, popcorn buckets.
I know, right?
Great business
For Disney.
I think so.
for Disney and theaters. As a parent, I'd probably hate it. As an adult, that Sean is with.
I think you're right, though. And we're talking about other things to collect. I think there is a empty spot between the sipper and the popcorn bucket that Disney could take advantage of. Something that's unique and collectible enough, yet isn't as bulky and impossible to carry around the parks.
What
and something that's not so messy to clean or a pain to clean. So
Yeah, because the
maybe
pin's
some
too
sort of
small.
snack holder, but not a popcorn.
The
the-
pin
the-
is more heavy.
I mean, and I really don't get the craze behind those trading cards either. Like there was like a 3-hour line the other day at Disney for a card release.
Yeah, so that's one of the things D23 mails us too. I don't know if you've got this one. But I don't understand I know it's a Pokemon craze or the Magic craze that got people into trading cards. I was never really into Magic, nor my kids were huge fans of Pokemon. I guess I'm a Pokemon fan, but I'm not into the card trading. Although I have a whole file cabinet full of Pokemon cards.
Have you gone through them to see if you had the $1 million Charizard?
I haven't opened the majority of them. They're all completely sealed.
Martin, you showed this to me when I was at your house.
You didn't see them? Like if you walked around that one corner of my office, there's 4
I did
file
see.
cabinets.
I saw boxes of like brand new decks that were
Yeah, that's the ones that don't fit in the file cabinet.
Oh my gosh, Sean! Whoever, your wife is gonna have a field day when you're gone.
I'm hoping my son and my daughter will enjoy some of this stuff, but yeah, who
They'll
knows?
throw them away.
We need to go have a chat with your son and your daughter. You know what? Let's just go buy a house in Colorado. We need to be close to
It's
Sean.
either all going to be auctioned off or they'll actually look at it and take advantage of it. So who knows?
I call dibs on their doors.
On the doors back here, those are fairly easy to replicate.
Oh, Sean, you're something else. All right, folks, let us know what you collect.
Today, yeah.
We do probably need to get into the psychology of collections one day, though, because
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can't lie. That I don't like to collect stuff because I'm a big collector. But I feel like that's the stuff that I collect appreciate. I don't think a popcorn bucket's appreciating.
You don't know that.
We should
Disney
probably
one
Google.
might. Disney one might, but if
Yeah.
you're just getting one from AMC theaters or something, maybe not as much.
Let's
But ones
see.
that you only buy inside a Disney park and they're limited. And
We're gonna, for our editor, put this at the beginning of the video. Most expensive popcorn bucket.
oh,
Okay, we're gonna go to popcorn buckets here. $100 for the Horseman. But what we're gonna do here is we're gonna refine this.
Should
are these all Disney buckets or are these just buckets?
Well, I put Disney buckets, but what I'm trying to find is I'm trying to find all the ones that got sold already.
Can't you ask AI to say what's the record for?
What would be the fun in looking something up, Sean?
Yeah.
If you have to.
oh great. Once you log in.
Sean's like, that would be too easy, Sean. Too easy. If I just ask AI, what is the most expensive bucket that's ever been sold? Man, okay, here we go. These are all the sold ones. And
that one's pretty cheap. That's probably what it costs in the park, $15.
Yeah.
let's go highest first.
Mm-hmm.
$450 for the Horseman here. The headless.
What year did that come out?
I don't know, but
Is that the Hatbox Ghost?
This was just this week.
Is that the Hatbox Ghost next to the Headless Horseman?
Doesn't the Horseman carry his head in the thing next to him?
No, he's completely headless. He just carries a pumpkin.
Yeah, the pumpkin's its head.
His head is completely gone, and that's what he's searching for with the pumpkin.
This one just came out for the 25th anniversary, and this is $300.
And how much was it at the park?
Not $300, they're like $25. Maybe we're on.
How much is my Death Star?
Oh. Sean, let's see if I can stop.
Maybe we're in the wrong business, Sean. Here you go, $200.
Moly.
Holy shit! This is worth $200.
Sean, don't throw it around.
I'm gonna stop juggling them.
Yeah, handle it with care. You're holding on
I'm
with
throwing it
$200.
around.
These
I
are
know I
sold,
didn't
by
pay
the way.
that
These
much
are like
for it.
these aren't like what people are bidding. Like these are sold. Like people have
Yeah.
transactioned already.
So I'm pretty sure you can't. So the Death Star is no longer available at the park. but I'm seeing what $100 for a single for some
That's
reason.
not a bad investment. It's a 5x investment over a $20 bucket.
Go find the ones you
Well,
want.
I do remember, and this is probably relevant to
No.
the popcorn discussion. Is there's no limit on how many you can buy, and when the Death Star came out, people were complaining on YouTube that folks were walking out with like dozens of them, as many as they could carry.
Yeah,
Look for
what I'm
people.
trying to do, what I would like to do though is it's showing me very recent ones. I want to see all time.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know how to do that.
It's over 5,000 results.
Oh.
Well, this
I
is the
wish it was-
business we should be in, I guess, is reselling popcorn buckets. We don't have the overhead of creating them. The only overhead is going into Disneyland and buying them.
There we go. That is okay. So maybe that's what we got to pivot our Disney app is creating a marketplace, an
Marketplace
exchange
with popcorn buckets.
for popcorn buckets. I did like collect that way.
Oh,
We can make a list of all the popcorn buckets that are out there, and you can build your collection. You can build your wish list,
Okay.
and then we can put a
and
bid.
that removes the overhead of buying the popcorn buckets to begin with, because then we're just an exchange.
Yeah, but you can put like, hey, I'm looking for this bucket, and then we can do like bartering on the app. I'll trade you one of these for two of these.
So did that give you a better top dollar for once you opened up your search to all time?
I haven't been able to open it up.
Oh.
Advance. Click on advance.
So like $450 is the highest I saw for the Headless Horseman.
Yeah,
That's a hell of an investment. Yeah.
Let me do this. Disneyland popcorn bucket. I'm doing the search for what's on sale now. I'm just gonna see if I can put this one by price. What are people asking for the high? Okay, so
Wow.
What's
Really?
that?
a
10,000
collection
for-
of them is 3,500.
No, go up to the $10,000 one.
It's just that one bucket.
This is a metal limited
This is
edition.
from the movie. This
It
is
benefits.
It's a metal bucket. Where was that given out?
Cinemark.
Okay. So that's actually that's incredible. And wonder if they only gave out one for the run of the movie or something. Because why would that be 10?
How much?
Who paid 10,000 for that? Was that
No,
actually
that-
sold?
R2D2 is
Those ones are not sold yet. They're
yeah, this is what people are asking for.
Oh, have you seen the holiday R2D2 at Home Depot yet?
No.
Oh.
$500 for a life-size, fully automated R2D2.
That's not bad.
I know. I'm like, I almost got in the car and drove to Home Depot.
You know what? What was it? What was it that I was like? I got to a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna start buying two of everything, one to use and one to save.
Okay.
Because later down the road, like it's so like if you keep an inbox something,
Yeah.
it is worth so much money later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I stopped opening things. Like most of these Lego sets that I was showing off, they were given to me, for Christmas or at a conference or something. I won a raffle, and I'm like, I'm just not, I like Legos. I enjoy building them, but I'd rather just let them sit in box, completely sealed, and then sell them at some point.
We are in the wrong business. We need to get in the flipping business of popcorn buckets.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, this episode took an interesting turn.
Well, at least we ended back on popcorn buckets instead of cars.
Folks, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Apparently, becoming a collector might mean something if you do it right. Don't open your stuff.
Well, the one thing about collections, it's easy to not collect. But once you start a collection, it's hard to stop.
I got the trick.
Okay.
You get yourself a nagging wife.
That won't
let you.
That made my ducks multiply. So my wife is so against the ducks that I started thinking it was funny to purposely bring ducks home. So
Maybe that's what I gotta do. I just gotta start buying more stuff.
okay, I don't want to get in trouble here, but I probably will with all our followers. Being married, you're always going to be mad at each other about something. It's best for that something to be trivial and not important. So I insert the ducks.
And
And so she can be mad at me about the ducks, and it's really easy to just scoot them into a drawer or push them into another room if it gets too much. But at least she's not mad at me for anything, serious.
That makes sense.
deflect. Way to mitigate the risk.
Well, it's the same thing as why you put different metals into your hot water tank. So one, I think it's zinc and copper. When the zinc corrodes away, your water heater fails instead of waiting till the water heater truly fails, and then you have either explosion or water everywhere. So it's
Life lesson from
life
Uncle Sean.
yes, you have to have something out there as a sacrifice.
Life lessons for folks: how to stay married with Dr. Sean Doyle.
At least it works for, oh God, now I have to do math. At least it works for 40 something years.
Either that or buy an Indiana Jones car and put it in your backyard so your wife can stare at it every day when she comes out the house.
She's never complained about that.
No. Sean,
She
Sean
did tell me I'm not allowed to park my Scamp in the main garage. So I was going to pull it in. We have a 4-car garage attached to the house, and it's filled with junk, but there's enough room comfortably for 2.5 cars. And we got rid of one of the cars, and I'm like, okay, I can now pull my 1971 Plymouth Scamp in there, and I can work on it when I don't feel like walking an additional 20 feet to the other barn or to the other garage. And she said, absolutely not. So you cannot. So it's my lawnmower is in that side of the garage now. It's got plenty of space. It's like
room to spread. Right. Oh boy, I think
maybe for all the popcorn buckets, I'm going to start bringing.
We're just going to start buying. So our goal is to buy at least one popcorn bucket this weekend.
What are the ones that are available this weekend? Is it?
I don't know. We're going to find out. We're just bring money, Sean. Bring some money.
Okay, we'll find out. We won't. We'll have
Bring
a
some
second
money.
follow-up episode.
We're going to go, we bought it.
This is what we found, and yes, we can fit one small bag of popcorn in it.
No, what you do is we buy them all, and then like you and I will each hold different popcorn buckets. Like we bought every popcorn bucket on sale. We list them on eBay. Like,
well, it'll be interesting so by the next episode we'll have been to D23, and the main part of D23 that I want to do is the expo where they may have older popcorn buckets for sale. And,
you know what? Now that you got me thinking, I need to go see if there's any popcorn buckets for sale at the Company D store.
Ooh.
Because
I don't remember seeing any.
I don't remember either, but it'd be interesting to look because half my shirts are coming from there now because they cost $1 or $2. Instead of $55 that they cost.
But that's an even better thing is if you can get them at the Company D store and then resell them. That's
why everybody's there in the morning crack of dawn.
Oh, I'm sure that's what most of that stuff is going.
Jeez, man, the amount of money you're making 5x like return on those popcorn buckets.
So you're telling me we should fix Sean's garage
to store like that should be our shipping warehouse.
Ship out of Colorado, yeah, sure.
What we do is we buy everything here, drive it to Sean's. No, what we do is like let's clean out my parents' garage and we make that the shipping warehouse. We'll make so much more money.
Well, yeah. Well, what you can do is we buy up all the popcorn buckets in Disneyland until we have enough to fill up a vehicle. I'll buy a vehicle in California and then we'll drive them here to store the popcorn buckets.
There you go.
Starting to sound like the episode of Seinfeld, but
there was one right where he was trying to do the recycling.
Yeah,
they're going state to state because it's cheaper.
The 10 cents per bottle in or per can in Michigan.
Yeah. We got 10 cents here in California too. So. Oh man, too much. All right, we might have just figured out how we're going to become millionaires by flipping popcorn buckets.
As long as we don't keep all of them. Yeah.
Disney merch that nobody.
I might actually sell my Death Star now. I didn't realize it was worth over $100. My wife's going to make me sell it if I tell her.
You know what? Like, imagine how much money you think you'd make if you sold your stuff.
No, but Sean has a lot of things that are collectible. So
I mean, he has an entire traffic light signal in his garage.
Oh yeah, that cost me $60 though. So I don't know if
Yeah.
I'll get much more.
Mm,
Well, it cost me $60. Then I put the hardware in it, so it's Wi-Fi programmable now.
let's go to
But that
eBay.
was like that wasn't that much.
Programmable, addressable light side. What we got?
Traffic light, but you can get like novelty ones that are plastic that are like an eighth of the size for like $40.
Yeah,
I know
The
that
big ones though. A real one
a real
is
one is expensive.
$300.
And that's about what, when I was looking for one, that's what I kept hitting, is like if I found it on eBay or something, it was over $200. Some of them were up near 300. But I finally found one that the guy had a whole bunch of them, and he was selling them for like $80 a piece, and I offered him 60, and he took me up on it.
You know, we should start a show where we go in your cars to all these places. That's what you should do on your Route 66. Is you should add a bunch of like these like
Yard sales or what?
no, not yard sales, but people along all Route 66. Like he does this road trip, right? There's all these like abandoned houses that just have these gems in them from years and years of just being in garages.
There's a number of them. There's one, the most famous guy used to be the editor of Hot Rod magazine, David Freiberger, and he had a TV show for many years on the Motor Trend, I guess, network. They changed the name like 3 times, and he's on YouTube now, and he's someone that I follow. And you know
what, Sean? That is something. I don't know, why don't you have a YouTube channel where you literally go through every item in your office?
Would that actually be a useful YouTube channel? People would watch that.
Have you seen what Robert Heen did?
Nope.
Robert Heen is reading Atlassian documentation with lo-fi music.
Why?
Because people like to hear the sound of his voice. So he's just reading.
I guess if he's making money on it.
Well, he's reading Atlassian documentation.
Should we close the episode?
All right.
We're
way over. You can edit this part. Edit
Jeremy's gonna. End at the bucket.
Jeremy's gonna be. What do I do? Subscribe.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Like. We'll see y'all next week.
Now we can.
Bye.